Hello students, Jai Hind. I hope all of you are doing good. So today in this session, we will be discussing the story in and around the blank story. Okay. Now, before moving on to the blank story, let me discuss with you the story that I had given you in the previous class. Okay. So this was the picture that I had showed you in the previous class. Okay. And once after completing this, then we'll be moving on to the blank story. So many ideas were given regarding the security forces. Okay, I had that day itself I had told you what all ideas. Okay, you should avoid. Okay, which all ideas you should write that involves a greater value of actions involved. Okay. Clear? Many of you had also suggested the story around the agricultural techniques. Clear? So today in this session, we'll be discussing a few more things as to how the story writing can be undertaken in and around these concepts. Clear? Now starting off with this, first of all, we'll say that around the security forces, how you can frame a story around the security forces. Okay. One thing that I had suggested to you, many of you had seen it as an aircraft, some of you saw it as an artillery gun, okay, some of you saw it as a drone, okay, so there were different things, okay. So when you write the story in first 30 seconds, you must observe that what best suited use can be undertaken in and around this. Clear? Chalo. Now let us make a story wherein we'll assume it to be a drone or a UAV. Okay. We can make this story. Captain Ankit was posted in the border areas. One day, while on a regular patrol, with an UAV, he noticed some footmarks along the border post. Okay, clear? He immediately informed his CO and took permission to follow. He ordered his troops to stay back, and he alone, dressed in the casual attire, followed the footmarks. On reaching the area, he noticed the footmarks culminating near a hut. Okay. He cautiously alerted his troops and confronted the occupants. To his belief, the suspects were part of an international drug racket preparing to deliver a consignment. Okay. He got them arrested and completed the task without any casualty. Okay. So this is all how you can write a story. Okay. So this story can also be written in one of this form, in this manner. Now we can also make one more story. We can say Abhimanyu was the village development officer in the uh, in the villages around the border. Okay. One day, while going through the newspaper, he came across the news of locust swarms attacking the fields. Okay. He immediately visited the Sarpanch and apprised him of the situation. He also discussed with him a plan to sprinkle the pesticides. Okay. Pesticides. Okay. Pesticides using drone so that the task can be completed early. next. Okay, so he immediately got a UAV arranged. Okay, also got the pesticides and got them sprinkled. Okay, he also instructed the villagers to cover the harvested crops using tarpaulin sheets so that they are saved. Okay, on the day of on the expected day of attack, he himself went to every farm and inspected the arrangement. Okay, due to his better planning, the crops were saved. Okay. Clear? So you can write this story also in this manner. Okay. Now you could have got various other ideas regarding agriculture. Okay. I just took this idea because this was very much in news. Okay. Some 3-4 months back, this was very much in news, and it all happened in and around the places around the border with Pakistan. So places in Gujarat, Rajasthan, adjoining areas of Gujarat and Haryana. So these were the Rajasthan and Haryana. These were the places that had witnessed the attacks of the locust swarms. Okay, so this is how these things can be well taken care of. Okay, so anyone who has got any doubt in this? Vaibhav sir, did a TAT play a vital role in SSB, or it's just a qualifying, like instead of that SRT plays a vital role? Vaibhav, the best part with SSB is that every test in SSB plays a role in your selection. Okay, so you cannot say that I can ignore TAT and I can do well in SRT. Okay, no single test will decide your selection. No single test will decide your rejection. It is holistic performance. So please do make sure that you do not take any test lightly. Please do give your 100% in every test. Chaliye. Now moving on to the blank story. Okay. Now this blank story, the 12th slide, the 12th slide in your TAT is a blank slide. Okay, is a blank slide that will be shown to you for 30 seconds. Okay, and then you will have 4 minutes to write the story. Clear? Okay. Now this blank story, the format of writing a blank story is also same as any normal story. Clear? So format of this blank story is also same as any normal story. Okay, clear? Yeah, Akram, what happened to the yesterday's story? From last 20 minutes, we were discussing the same story. I think you have joined late in the class. Clear? So the format of writing a blank story is also same as in any normal story. Okay, how you write a normal story, in the same format you do write a blank story. There was a hero, how he did, in the same format. Clear? But what is to be written in a blank story, that we will be discussing today. Clear? Okay. Now tell me, what do you do when you see a blank page? Tell me, what do you do when you see a blank page? Tell me, what do you do when you see a blank picture? Okay. So either you scribble down something, okay, you draw something, or majorly what all of you do is you start signing that page. Okay. So what effectively you are doing? You are basically writing things that you want to achieve, or you are thinking yourself in a very high regard. Clear? Okay. Clear? Okay. So when you see a blank page, okay, this is what you start doing. Okay, either you start writing your aim, you start something writing about your dreams. Okay, so these are the different things that you do when you see a blank page. Okay, now second thing that you must remember here is that whatever you are doing, whatever you are planning, okay, that is going in and around, okay, in and around about your expectations. Okay, yeah. So whenever you see a blank picture, what blank page, whenever you see, what you effectively are doing is that you are trying to fulfill, okay, you are thinking something that might take you to a higher position, or something you are proud of yourself. Exactly. Clear? Okay. I hope this thing is clear, that what goes on in your mind whenever you see a blank sheet, you just start writing your about something, dreams, aims, anything that are going on in your mind. Okay. Now, when you have written 11 stories, what you have done in those 11 stories? Okay. According to a picture, you have highlighted your qualities. Clear? So you have just highlighted your qualities, keeping in view that picture. Okay. Now, how have you described your qualities then? Because the central character around which you have formulated your story, the central character always resembles the candidate. Clear? Okay. So this is how effectively you do all these things. Okay? So I hope you all you all accept this, that in the 11 stories, keeping in mind the pictures, you have highlighted different qualities of yours through the central character. Okay, if you would have been into that situation, how you would have reacted? Okay, how you would have projected yourself if you would have been in that situation? Clear? Okay. So this 12th story is basically a story revolving around that quality of yours that you think the assessor has still not witnessed, the assessor has still not acknowledged. Okay. So this 12th story is basically, it is a story of your own. Okay. That you are projecting again in the same manner that you will be projecting a central character and everything. Okay. And how effectively that character, okay, had performed something that needs to be showcased. Clear? That is what you will be writing in the 12th story. Clear? So when you think of a 12, think of content for the 12th story, just think of something you are proud of yourself. Okay. Anything that you would have done in your life, you are proud of yourself. Okay. Now, what all you can write? Okay. You can write about any achievement of yours. Okay. Any hard work of yours that has brought unprecedented results. Okay. Your participation in any sports or extracurricular activities that you are proud of. Okay. Your participation in NCC or NSS, wherein some major responsibility was given to you and you successfully pursued it. Okay. You had helped someone and that individual benefited out of it. Okay. Any activity that you undertook as part of any social work. Clear? Any event you would have organized and that went on to become a hit. Okay. That any project or any responsibility or any task that was given to you, that you can write. Okay. The Fauji in my class, Rafael, you can write about any service related duty you were given and you performed it phenomenally well. Okay. Any uh, any security related situation you witnessed and how you had performed. Okay. Any unit or station event you had organized, like the Bada Khana. Clear? So this is how you can write, you can undertake all these things, you can explain in a much better form about any side that you think has still not been showcased to the assessor. Clear? Okay. Okay. As a senior under officer, what responsibility you had, that should be highlighted. Don't write your name. Don't write your name in this story. Okay. Ideally, if you write around your experiences, then it would correlate some better quality of yours. Okay. I would not suggest you to totally go ahead with a fiction. Okay. So this will be all for the day. I'll see you all in the next session. Jai Hind.